1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis, the world a hostage. The USSR and the USA locked in an arms race for nuclear weapons. The respective leaders, Khrushchev and John F. Kennedy, held many secret talks. These are their stories.
Chairman Khrushchev, I am President of the United States. Robert F. Kennedy, I believe you've heard of me. I know we haven't been getting along too well. We've been having a few issues. You're communists. We're better than you. Well, democracy. You know. Anyway, let's cut to the chase. We recently detected about 40 missiles in Cuba. They don't have the means to get these missiles. These are missiles that can strike Washington, D.C. I don't know about you, but we didn't put them there. We're the only ones who were able to, other than, of course, the USSR. Now, I don't know what you're trying to say, but what's this about?
Saying that we put these missiles in Cuba? This is preposterous. It could be the Japanese or the Germans again. We have no way of knowing about these things.
Khrushchev, we checked. That thing you told me, that little thing called a lie you told me 2 days ago, we checked it out. The Japs, well, there was a certain nuclear incident. They don't want to mess with nukes. And then, of course, there was this little thing with Germany. You see, they're not organized enough to do something. Something about a giant separation in Berlin. What's that about, buddy? Anyway, I want to tell you something. If those missiles in Cuba get launched, we're going to retaliate, but we will not just wipe Cuba off the map. We will launch nuclear missiles at Russia.
So maybe Russia lends missiles to other country, which just so happen to be in range of your country's capital. But it is for defensive purposes. This is a horrible world. People die every day. 2 world wars so far. If we cannot share the missile with our allies, what else could happen? So Kennedy, I ask you this. Can you really hold it against us, Russia?
Yes, we can hold it against you. You lied about it. You didn't tell us. And also, that government is not your government, and we have satellite imagery. Yes, satellite imagery, and of course from our spy planes, which is a little bit more accurate, that they're strengthening up their people around the missiles. That they move some of them, getting them in position to fire, alright? So you have to move their missiles, or we're going to move their missiles. We've already blockaded them off. We're not letting anyone go into Cuba because of you.
Kennedy, I'm sorry. The leaders in Cuba acted rashly. It appears like they're getting ready for war, and they're just being stupid. But I can't just pull back the nukes because, for one, I have to talk to Cuba, and they have nukes. And also, the government may think I'm weak. And
Khrushchev, it's alright, I guess. I mean, we all make mistakes. You more than me. But still. Listen, you gotta remove the nukes, or something bad is gonna happen. You know, mutually assured destruction, that whole thing. You know, death. So, just think above yourself. Think above your job. Think above capitalism, socialism, communism. Just think of the actually think like economies. Think of the world as a whole. Everyone's together. If we're all blown up and reduced to atomic waste, then communism can't do anything.
Well, we can work this out.
Let bygones be bygones.
Yeah. Praise America.
Hey!
ugly. 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis, the world hostage. The USSR and the USSA. Okay, redo! 1962, the world locked in the Cuban Missile Crisis. A hostage, the world is.
There's a huge wall running through one of their major capitals. And you know why? I don't know why. What's that about? I'm tired of your red self getting in my way. Now listen up. If, you know, you just make me so mad, okay? Listen up. If you continue on this path, alright? If they launch those missiles, we're gonna retaliate. We're not just gonna wipe Cuba off the map, though. We are going to destroy Russia! Burn it to the ground!
I think you should be punished.
Khrushchev must be punished!